with ADX leverage, 1 point down on the chart is 10%. And so I sometimes do not have the perfect entry, right? I'm a little bit late on the candle. So I might take 1 or 2 points down before I can get the 30 up, right? But that does mean that if you have a thousand, you see that go down to 800 first. And that does something to your psyche. It's a psychological game, right? So the higher the amounts, the more emotionally you become invested in the trade, and that's where you actually make the mistakes. So I hope that that was helpful.
I'm trying to find out how do I go $5 on a long on Coinbase for perpetuals. There's like
Hey,
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry,
my bad. Take my fault, bro.
it's all
My
good.
fault. Wild. What do you use for leverage? Binance.
I go on Maxi for now. I like Qcoin as well. I just like their interfaces better because I know them, right? And then everything that I don't need to learn or think about, that attention goes to my trading. Yeah.
Do you believe Pepe hits a 10x one day?
Oh,
It's gonna hit like
yeah. I think
100x.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got a couple bands in there. I'm trying to
Yeah.
see a 10x.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, just let it cook. So here's if my DCA strategies basically builds on sentiment. So I DCA on days where it's really where the sentiment is bad, right? Where everybody's in fear. That means chart is down. That means that I get to buy. When you have a DCA strategy based on the fear and greed index, you come out almost perfectly with your DCAs. So don't try and TA the chart yourself if you are not a technical person. Just look at the fear and greed index. If people are fearful, go ahead and buy because you need to buy red. And as a trader, you need to know how to take position. Position, especially in leverage, is very important. If you take the wrong position, you get stomped out. Then you need to save yourself, and that's a headache. So, um, fear and greed index, fear, DCA, and then sell when everybody is being bullish. Sell a little bit of that bag. So don't let that sit there and cook till Valhalla. We all know it goes up and down. So you don't need to sell the whole bag, but you definitely need to scalp the bags. Take
Yeah.
20%.
You know
Yeah.
what? It's really important that you bring that up because it's one of those things that like if you're trading or spot trading or whatever, it's easy to keep that in mind. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to take profit. But and if you don't really have a strategy or a plan, it's like how you always say, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. And you use the 50% method as an example with me, and you said, you know, if it climbs, if it hits a 2x for instance, sell half your bag and then wait for it to pull back and then, you know, triple down if you have to, if you want to repeat the process. But selling half the bag on the pump is, you know, it's important to have a strategy because otherwise,
That needs to
yeah,
be a habit,
yeah,
actually.
yeah,
Because
there you go.
the reason for you not selling is because you're full of hopium, just like 95% of the people.
Hmm.
Because you want to be rich. But are you rich already? No. Are your bags down? Yes, possibly. If you didn't DCA correctly. So sell 50% of the bag. Then you always have you satisfy the fear in you with like, look, we still have 50 in there. If this thing pumps right now today, if this is the day that alt season breaks loose, then 50% of my bag is still in. There's no problem, and I'll put the rest in on a pullback. Right? So ease yourself in this way. I still have nothing to worry about here. I can always add if things are really pumping, then I at least have some gunpowder to add. If it's not pumping, I'm happy I sold half. I can buy back when, pump is over, floor is in, and then I can buy again.
Yeah, I did the same thing last week because Panda had shilled a ticker for Inked was the name of the ticker, and so I bought $60 worth. It doubled. I sold half of it, and now it's just been pulling back since. So now, but I didn't lose any money on it because I was able to take my initial
Yes.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like even if you get burned, you don't feel so bad because you're not down. I didn't lose anything necessarily, so it's like I'm like whatever. I mean, it's still kind of
Yeah.
it kind of sucks, um, but there's still
Yeah. Well,
opportunity there.
lessons, lessons, lessons.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's you
Chasing random
learn, you learn,
tickers.
you learn. It's a learning process. You're not going to be good at this straight from the get-go. That's just a give and take,
Yeah.
right? And now that I am trading a lot myself again, I'm really locked into charts. I kind of also to keep my mind off of the depressive thoughts. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh wow.
They
Yeah.
told, yeah, they
Yeah.
told me I
That's like
cannot work out.
Yeah, it's like workaholism. Oh,
Yeah,
because you can't work. Yeah, do like exercise and everything. It's like,
yeah.
yeah, it's
I don't know
common.
what to do with myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I am. That's the one thing. The one thing that will take my mood. Nothing. The whole heart thing, heart rhythm things. I'm going to the hospital. I'm like, do whatever you gotta do. Stick needles in there. I don't care. But you telling me I cannot work out for 3 months? It's like, what?
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah.
So, well, I can work out, but it's not strength training. It's not right. So I can do low impact stuff. But
Oh,
yeah,
you can still do low impact though. Is that what you
yeah,
said?
yeah,
Oh, well, that's
yeah,
cool. That's yeah, but it's not if you're a
yeah.
power
But
lifter, it's not the
yeah,
same
it's
at
not the
all.
same, and I feel like I'm losing my muscle every day passing.
Yeah.
But I am occupying myself with just locking in on the trades, and then I start to notice the more I trade, the mistakes that I still make are emotionally related, right?
Mm.
Either I'm worried about something, I fear something, I'm hoping for something, and that's because I'm over trading. I definitely know that I'm trading too much, so I'm getting too caught up, if you will. Right?
Mm.
And you should not be being caught up in that. You should be seeing, trusting what you see, and that's usually what I go with, right? Even if it takes a little bit of a pullback before the rip, I know that the rip is coming. I gotta trust what I see, right? And I tell myself, no, I trust what I see. This is good. Before you start doubting yourself, then you start selling on candles you should not be selling on, right? Selling the red, for instance.
Oh yeah, selling at a loss.
And I've tried to automate this tick. I try to build an app and test that app. However, I do not think it's great. You
Mm.
still need that human. Unfortunately, a human has emotions, and that's what makes you not great.
Yeah.
But a human also sees the context way better. So when I can leave the emotions and some, the human still be is a better trader because of larger context and knowledge of the history of the chart,
Mm.
the volatility in the moment, today, the vibe, right?
Mm.
And an AI or an app cannot do it. It can give me the signal, but I'm not taking every signal, even though I built the indicator. Sometimes I'm looking and I'm like, yeah, no, doesn't, you know,
Right.
feels manufactured. This candle, something like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. For
Yeah,
that
yeah,
course that I'm taking right now, actually, so it's building and designing AI products and services. And so we actually explore a lot of different like use cases, and a lot of them are like biomedical and things like that. So for like identifying like cancers and I also identifying illnesses like COVID or dementia, just through voice recordings is like one of the our like latest thing, and it actually reminded me of you. Believe me, I'm going to tie this all back together, but it reminded me of you because using the audio recordings to analyze coughs for diagnoses, I was thinking about how your dating app,
yes,
the truth detector. I'm
yes,
like, oh, if they can detect illness, and and somebody actually brought up in one of the live sessions, like, well, what about one that could detect if someone was being like deceitful, if somebody was lying? And I was thinking, I'm like, wow,
yeah,
that was your idea. And
yeah,
but so what I was going to touch on though is that the training and the training is a huge part of it, and the data that's being that the AI is being trained on, because that can help prevent false positives. Is kind of what I'm
yes,
getting at, is because like better
yes.
training, so more data, and then kind of just
Yeah,
more
I need to
artificial
learn. I need to
intelligence.
learn how to do it. I'm so
Right.
behind on all
That's
of that,
yeah, yeah.
right? So I am basically stuck with my indicator. And for me to build, also there's not much incentive tick. I make money with it. I
Right.
make enough with it.
Yeah.
Oh, why should I build to sell this? That sounds like work I'm not looking for.
Yeah.
That sounds like work that I have to then leave the trading for in order to build.
Mm-hmm. I
And then I'm like, well,
I built a little app this past week, but it's not like crypto centric. But just to tell you a quick story, it's a word of the day calendar, and the reason that I had built it is because there was a word of the day calendar that was in the App Store, and they charge like $50 per year. It's like $49 for the year, and it's like I'm thinking to myself, why would I pay for something like that when I could probably just create it? And so I used
yeah.
Manus, which runs on Claude Rails and which is an agentic AI, and I had it build the web application for me, and today it works flawlessly. It's like I've sent it to like my mom and some of my friends and coworkers and stuff like that. I'm like, check out my app, but
So what
yeah.
I can do
Hmm.
is just for a group of the people that hold a certain NFTs
Right. Ooh.
and some invites,
Yeah.
that we can do it like this. Because if I toss the indicator on, um, okay, so I can rewrite the code in Pine, and then I can have a locked indicator that I can give exclusively to people on TradingView.
Oh yeah, so it is a trading view indicator, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Huh, I haven't
because
used. Uh-huh.
it's a combination of ones. Now the
Oh
best thing
yeah.
about
It.
my indicator, because I trade in range, I like to range. So this automizes the range for me. It immediately detects the range,
Mm.
and so it knows when it's breaking out of the range, and it knows when it's breaking out to the downside as well, giving me a good indication. Now, together with some other indicators mixed in there, right, to confirm what's going on. Because with a range, you still don't know what the fuck is up, right?
Mm.
So there's the candlestick price action. There's everything that I use to determine if this is a candle I should buy on or I should skip. Right, and it's not well, it makes things so much easier for me because I don't need to look at a lot of other stuff, and I think it's a very good indicator to learn trades with,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
To learn it with why on this candle, what does this candle tell me? Why is this different? Why is this the one I should buy on
Right. Like what kind of
or
levels
sell on?
what levels should I watch depending, like take
Yes,
profit or stop loss, things
yes.
like that, and understanding why are those the levels, because it's based on the patterns that have
Yes.
been unfolding. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and it's nice to have a range because normally I used to manually adjust my range because prices going up, prices going down, right? And when you see a price action, you always see a bump up, then some sideways movement. If we're really bullish, it's one or two candles on the minute, right? And then continuation. Sometimes it's a shimmy sideways. So what does these tiny little cross candles, I always call them, uh, tell you, right? And does color matter, right? So what is color? The color of the candle tell us what is these wicks? What does that mean, right?
The tiny cross
So
candles, you don't mean like the dragonfly doji, do you?
no,
Oh.
the tiny, really like a cross. Hey,
Oh, yeah. So
yeah,
what? Yeah, it's almost like an X that's on its side.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, what I'm looking at
yeah,
a
like a
couple of
plus
them.
sign.
Yeah, what are
Yes,
those?
yes. Well, these basically are ties, right? But when you see them,
Oh,
when that
yeah.
little bar is in the middle and you spot them on the top, so price action, you see it going, we're going up, let's say, and then suddenly some sideways movement, and then a big, two big wicks with a tiny bar in the middle.
Mhm.
That's a sell sign. That's a sell candle.
Mm.
You sell on that candle.
Mm.
All right. So 8 out of 10 times that candle means it's a tie, price squeeze. All right. So if we're in an upward trajectory, so
Mm.
when we go up on a minute chart, you see up and down, up and down, up and down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So pull up the Pepe chart
Yeah,
on the live stream.
yeah, I was just looking at the Ethereum chart, which looks very similar to the Pepe
Oh
chart.
yeah, well they all
Actually,
look very similar
but
because they all look like Bitcoin
well, because
dominance.
Pepe is on Ethereum though, so it's that
Yeah,
correlation is like it's you see it a
but
lot more.
Pepe pulls up on Bitcoin like
Mm,
almost insta.
yeah,
So that's why I like to trade Pepe because I know Bitcoin and Pepe kind of responds in the same way.
right,
But the candles there are a little bit bigger, hence market cap is much lower than Bitcoin.
right.
Right, but still great volume
There's still a
on
lot of
always on Pepe,
ton of
even on a
volume.
bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're trading leverage tick, when you're trading 50x, when you're trading 100x, if there is high volatility, you are done. That's basically
Yeah.
gambling what you're doing,
Right.
right? Because there's only like $500 on the first in the order book of buying.
Mm.
Yeah. And so you need to see bags like 20K, 50K, 60K, even on a low volume day. Right? And that means there's movement. So you can trade with $1,000 and be okay.
Mm.
Right? So well be okay selling wise, you're not causing anything, you're not causing any movement on the chart. You're just in there with a bunch of other bags. And then the candles won't be as dramatic, although on Pepe I still think they are in comparison. Right? But let's say a lower market cap token, somebody can really squeeze you out of your trade. So it's highly manipulable. So it's basically, some would argue Bitcoin is. Maybe we disagree. But that it's better to trade a bigger chart with bigger volume to begin with,
Mm.
right? Just to diminish volatility. Because volatility is liquidity to market cap ratio that determines your volatility. And these low caps have low liquidity, and so they're much more volatile.
Mm.
So any your drop on the chart will actually cause a spike. And also sometimes that's problematic because people will then sell on you when you're just stomped out your trade. See? So that
Right.
happens.
So these sell signals that I'm seeing on TradingView, let me see. I have it on the 4 hour, and
Yeah.
so at the top of these candles, from the last I don't know a few hours, there's a couple sell signals that are popping up on the chart. So it's saying that we're due for some more max pain then right here.
No.
No.
When you have let's say Pepe on the fourth
Uh
hour.
huh.
So let's distinguish these dojis that I just told you. These dojis where the bears and the bulls cannot agree on price.
Mm-hmm.
They're selling as hard as they're buying, almost equal, leaving a tiny bar in the middle. All right, so I want you to go to the down because usually that's you see them there pretty clearly. So right now on the fourth hour, Pepe, we see one. We saw one Tuesday at 10 o'clock, my time. A few candles back, you see one like that as well. And because they happen in a downtrend, see how the chart is not on top but down? This indicates we're moving up, volatile, in on the 4 hour candle. Yeah, so this candle closes in an hour and a half. So here's where the bulls and the bears couldn't agree. And so Friday pumps, right? Because it's the 4 hour candle. Now, the same for on top. Now we had our pump up, and now we see on Wednesday, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was this my morning. No, yesterday evening. You see on top, you see a similar candlestick there. The bulls and the bears could not agree. Price squeeze is coming. But because we're on top, the price squeeze is going to be in favor of the bears. See? And when it happens on the bottom, it's going to squeeze in favor of the bulls. And it never fails. Anytime you see them, you spot them. See those? That's how you
Yeah.
predict, especially on the fourth hour, longer term movement. So the 4 hour movement is not detectable on the 1 minute chart. You can't see. You have to zoom out, right? That's why I always tell people when you're trading on a minute, try and see at least where you're going on the 2 hour and the 4th hour so you have some predictability of where we're at in the chart.
Right.
Are you trading in a downtrend or are we trading in an uptrend?
Oh,
You
I
can still
see. Yeah,
you can
yeah.
still go long on in a downtrend, right? You can get a candle, get a little fake out, bear flag, trade the bear flag, sell and be out, but you cannot huddle that shit because we're in a downtrend. Then you switch to short because we're in a downtrend. Now, upside, same thing, up and down. Because if you're trading the 1 minute chart or the 3 minute chart, the 5 minute candles, right? That's different. Different. You cannot hodl there.
Mm,
Now, if you buy on the 4th hour, so to me, this tells me, and there's only one that didn't do it, right? There's only one here that didn't do it. But out of the 8, 10 times when you see doji like that, I can trade on that because 8 out of 10 is a good score. And so I am saying here, yes, I'm gonna look for entry in the next candle, right?
mm-hmm.
Because this candle tells me something, but not the whole story. So I'm waiting for the next candle. Where does that start? If it starts in the green up, we're going up. If not, we're going down, right? So you wait
Oh,
for a confirmation candle.
oh,
Yeah.
I see. On this trade, you would wait until like for another hour and a half or so, an hour and 27 minutes from now to see how the next candle's printing.
Yeah, because there's a if it's really unsure of the daily, like a day like today,
Right.
where everything is fucking crazy,
Yeah, it seems like the sky is falling.
then the only thing when the 2 times where it doesn't happen is because there's another one of those printed next to it. We're
Mm,
still unsure.
mm.
So up, down, or status quo, which is equally volatile. And on the 4th hour, I cannot trade with 100x leverage on this because the price difference here is like 3 or 4% in that whole candle, maybe even 5% here. Let me measure. Four. This last candle is 4.4% on Pepe. So you cannot trade that with high leverage.
Oh, wow.
See? That's why the higher the time frame, the lower leverage. And the longer your trade will take to come in. Of course, on the 1 minute, I take about, well, this can last me 5 minutes, can last 10 minutes, but then I'm out. And I trade that with a significant amount in my eyes that I feel comfortable with trading.
Mm-hmm.
And if the candle is only going give me 10%, I'll take the 10%. If the thing pumps 40%, I'll take the 40%. I'm not going to wait for this thing to move further up because I want to see price go up. Maybe in half an hour, price goes up again. I basically hold till I get a sell signal, till I get my sell candle, right? Because that has potential to go up. If we're going to sell, it might be a temporary sell because it's on a 1 minute chart. And in about 5 minutes, it can pump again. But it can also not pump. Right? So I need to secure the gains. So you need to learn if you leverage trading. But we should do a live session of this in the TG tick because this space is empty, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable. Um, yeah. Yeah, the thing is like Mexi, I can't access Mexi, and then it's like all the leverage trading that I've come across that I can do in the US
Yeah.
is like incredibly bearish. Like to do it on Coinbase, you have to buy contracts, which I think are about like a hundred
Ugh,
dollars.
yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, I can't just do a $5 play to like practice and
And
learn.
Blowfin.
Let me see. I've
Blowfin is non KYC.
okay. Let me see. So Blowfin. Yeah, I've visited the website, but I don't know if I've tried to trade on here. I always let me see. Get register now. I'll try to just do it right now because I'm down.
Yeah.
I want to like learn. I've wanted to,
Yeah.
but it's like um I wasn't sure if it's just not possible here in the U.S. Let me see, and then security level. Da, 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 da. And then, okay, it looks like I have an account. Okay. And then what happens if I go to assets? So sick. It kind of looks like I have access on Blowfin.
Yeah.
So let me see if I go. So I would go to futures and then USDCM futures and then okay. So now that I'm on BTC perpetual, and then let's see here. Oh my god, I'm just learning. like,
Yeah. No problem.
okay, buy long. Okay, 6. So if I was gonna do, let's see if I want to do $50 USDC. What is this price? Oh, I see. Best bid offer. So let's see if I could do $50 USDC. And then right now I would go. I mean, it's a good idea to short it, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
On the minute chart, there's now a buy candle. Come in.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's pumping. I just went to 5 minutes and I can see this candle's printing green. Oh.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if I was gonna long this then, jeez, let's see what happens. Confirm. Yeah, I should actually start with like $5 because now that I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it, insufficient
Yeah.
margin
Yeah.
in account. So what I need to do is probably add to this wallet that I'm assuming,
Yeah.
deposit. All right, select crypto you want to deposit. So I would do USDC on. Oh shit, I don't even know it. I guess if I'm using Coinbase, the USDC is on Ethereum. Is it? Yeah, I guess it would have to be, right?
Mhm. I always do a USDT.
Huh. Okay, so USDT, and then what network? Oh, that's on Tron, Ethereum. Oh, weird. Before I do any of this, I should just ask Gemini real quick. So, as a U.S. citizen, am I able to participate in leverage trading on Blowfin? Let's see what it says. Because yeah, Binance haven't had any luck. The short answer is no. You cannot legally participate in leverage trading on Blowfin as a U.S. citizen. While Blowfin
Yeah.
has gained some traction for its no KYC options, its official terms and regulatory stance are very clear regarding U.S. residents as of
Wow, you
2023.
guys are really strapped. So
It's
so
it's
so
crazy.
your Phantom wallet.
Uh-huh. In
Can you
Phantom, it doesn't allow me to
also? Oh my
participate.
God,
Yeah, it's
you're really, really, really screwed, man.
yeah,
They got you strapped.
the buttons are there, but when you click on
Yeah.
them for when you what's going on here? Oh, caps lock is on. There you go. Yeah, when you click, like if I was to go to Solana and then go to perps, it does. Let me see. It usually says yeah, access to this product isn't available in your region.
Yeah, man. Oh my
Isn't that
God,
wacky?
that is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it bums me out because it's like I can't.
Mm.
Well, so but I what I can do is I could do it on Coinbase, but you have to. It's contracts, and so there's a
Yes.
minimum.
No, it's coin. Is there nothing? Can we ask AI? Is there nothing we can do about this?
Yeah, here, let me see. So I'm gonna.
You wanna you wanna close the space and do a VC?
Yeah, we might as well. I cannot
Yeah.
believe that no one's pulling up today. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, but also I have not been active on X, so that's why am I hosting it? When I was really active on X, we get tons of people in here.
Yeah.
When you're not as active, when you take a little bit of a break, you get punished. You're out of the algorithm.
Jeez.
Even though my good morning posts, some posts still get tons of traction, so I'm just amazed that I still have traction there.
Oh, cool.
I still get in between 150 and 200 replies to my posts, but
Yeah.
okay, is there any leverage trading? Oh,
Yeah, I feel like I've been deboosted probably from all the bot activity that I was doing. I
yes,
think that
yes. You
it's
just can't. Yeah,
yeah.
you can't.
I think that
They
they've kind
pick
of like
up on it.
shadow banned me. It seems like. Well, there's a way to check if I'm shadow banned, isn't there?
Yeah, not really anymore.
Oh, oh,
So Coinbase, Kraken, and Bitnomial.
okay. On Kraken, it's saying that you can do that because I have a Kraken
Yeah.
account.
It says here available for U.S. residents. Leverage is usually offered through regulated derivatives, future options rather than the classic 50 perpetuals many offshore exchanges offer. Spot margin access is more restricted. Example of U.S. accessible options are Coinbase. This offers regulated crypto futures products for eligible
You're
users.
right.
Kraken offers margin futures products depending on account eligibility and jurisdiction. Bitnomial offers regulated crypto derivatives products.
Nomial sounds
So,
sketchy though. I've never even heard of that.
yeah,
Do you know what that is?
no, I don't know.
Some unknown exchange. Those make me nervous. Let me see here. So I got Kraken back on my
Maybe
phone.
Kraken?
Yeah. So because I do have a Kraken account, and so
Yeah,
from here,
Krakalaken.
yeah, Kraken's cool. I got
Yeah.
$50 for free for installing it. They had done a promotion like a little over a year ago, and it was start a Kraken account, buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, get
Robin
$50.
Hood. Robin Hood.
Yeah, I have Robinhood as well, but I
Yeah.
don't use it. It's ugly, isn't it?
Exploring expanded derivatives and perp offerings, but availability changes over time. And Gemini.
Let's see. So
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, on why am I not seeing it? So I'm on Kraken and I'm looking for perpetuals or
It
futures.
also it also depends on the stage, the state that you're in.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Maybe you have to use Kraken Pro to access the leverage trading. There's another app for Kraken Pro. That's weird. Why didn't they just like consolidate it all into one app? Um,
I'm asking to use leverage trading on Kraken. It depends on which Kraken product you mean. Spot margin and futures. Futures
start trading. Here we go. Let's see.
on Kraken, you need to have a KYC
Mm,
and check whether margin futures is available in your state.
mm, okay. Let me see. What are your thoughts on the whole poly market thing and Kalshi and the prediction
Well,
markets? What do you think of
because
those?
you guys cannot be on this market, I can see why Polygon is now such a yeah.
Oh no, not Polygon, but Poly Market.
Oh, Poly market.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like the
yeah, that's
predictions
what I
thing.
mean.
Will it rain
Yeah,
tomorrow? Like, will
yeah,
Trump? Yeah.
yeah.
What do you think of all of that though? Because it comes off as like extremely scammy to me, and I keep hearing more and more about how it's a scam, and like it seems easy to manipulate as well if you're on the inside. And so, like, what is your takeaway? Would you participate in prediction betting, or do you think it's a
No,
total scam? Yeah.
no. Look, well, yeah, it's entertainment. I do
Yeah.
not see that as a potential way to make money
Right.
because I cannot. It's a guess,
Mm-hmm.
right? Basically, you're guessing, and even though, yeah, you might feel that you're right, you can also not be.
Right.
So,
Okay. Oh, I found margin trading. Okay. Ready to unlock margin trading. Regulations required us to confirm some info first. Oh, I got a KYC
oh,
probably.
yeah,
Let me see. I
but it's
am.
available in California. I just checked for you.
Ooh.
So if you look on the Bitcoin chart right now, on the 1 minute chart, you see a lot of these pluses. Yeah.
Mm.
So why are we seeing these pluses? You see these where the prices doesn't want to go over the top of the last one. It's because we're hitting resistance. And here the bears and the bulls are unsure, but the crosses are red. So it's going to be in favor of the bears. Also because price is up. See?
Oh, I see. Let me
So
see.
we cannot agree. Yeah. The
78K.
bodies of the candles are, yeah, the bulls are like, yeah, let's go. The bears are like, hell no. And they're equally in power.
Oh, but we do have the W for. Let me. Am I on weekly candles? There's a W chart
No,
pattern.
on a minute. I'm on the minute chart right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Look on the minute chart.
But I'm
See?
just. But that is bullish though when we see that W formation, isn't it?
It's not a W. It's becoming more of an M.
Oh, McDonald's M? That's not good.
McDonald's. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So
it's
it
an
does
omen.
like a lip, the upper lip, not the bottom lip, right?
I
So
see.
so it does. Here we tried to bump into resistance. We got denied, sent back. Now we're trying to get another because we came from a good buy candle here, right?
Uh-huh.
And the beginning of this,
Right,
right?
right.
And so we went all the way up, and then we got denied, but not so hard, not so hard. We didn't get punished here. Got sent back, still in range. Actually, there's only one wick that was out of range, and that is the wick down that doji.
Oh, I see.
And yeah, and here is where the bulls and the bears already disagreed, right? So here was like the bears disagreed, but because it was in a downtrend, the cross showed up, tiny two uh, wicks, almost equally,
Yeah.
and then the body in the middle. And because it's in a downtrend, is squeezing up. So the next candle is up in green, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not convincing either, right? The bulls are not defending here any floor. They're trying, but they're not. They're equally represented, and that's why it's causing this rift. So at one point, the bulls were like, "All right, we're in the downtrend. We're gonna push it up." Then they went pushed it up, but there are not enough bulls to put the price up, and so the bears are now, some bulls actually turn into bears here too, right? They're like, "All right, we're not gonna make it up. Come, we're bumping into
Mm.
resistance." And these little crosses you see when we pull up on resistance. Because here's where everybody gets to be unsure. If the green candles, if the bulls didn't push a body of a candle through that resistance, the bears are going to have an argument here, right? Because the bears are like, see, you didn't make it, price down. I'm going to sell, right?
Yeah.
And that's where they disagree. And so you see these crosses show up. But because now we're on top, this is in favor for the bears, see?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
While on the
It's yeah.
bottom, it happened, and then it was in favor of the bulls. Squeeze up, but
Mm-hmm.
not hard enough. And so we get now the squeeze in favor of the. This is the bulls and the bears talk of war.
Right. Yeah.
But there isn't a lot of bears either. See, because here there, look at the if you turn on the MACD, you can see this very low volume in cell
Yeah.
pressure. But also in buy pressure, there's none. It's almost equal, and that's how you get these crosses as dojis, as candles.
Oh. Yeah, and then on the what is it? The line I'm looking at the MACD, and on the bottom there is that
Yes.
the RSI, the no, that's not.
No.
The
No, it's not
lines.
there.
So there's the volume bars, but then there's the
Yeah.
lines as well. And there is it
Yes.
time and volume? Are those what they are?
No, that's the stochastic. So if you
Uh-huh.
pull up the stochastic with it, you see the cell pressure is almost exhausted because the RSI is flat. Now, the RSI can stay oversold in oversold conditions for a long time. If the signal of the MACD is going through the body, it's in favor of the bears. But the bears are not tossing candles like for real, right? We're in range. We're actually tossing candles in a. Let me see the range. It's the whole range was 0.38%. Right? So it looks very dramatic. It's not. It's tiny, tiny little movements. But they are now seeking support. Now we're coming up to support because we see now a wave forming here. So we're touching support. And we're going to go a range lower. Now that range lower was 77.693. So if I would think about possibly buying, if that is strong support, then I would put my order there. And maybe a wick will catch it. I get lucky. Now, if I want to be sure, I'm going to go into the middle of the resistance, which is at 77.753, and I'm going to place an order there. Get a signal, get a candle in for sure. Get picked up, right? And so we need to see price squaring off. So still dangerous here. I wouldn't buy here. This is not buy candles by any means.
Right.
Right? I need to see confirmation of uppy. And that is either we see the wick squaring off and that is the most iffy situation, or the bodies of the candles are indicating up, creating these pin dojis. This guy looks like a pin doji, so maybe the next. But we are in the red here for the MACD. But I betcha that now I see that wick is being brought up. So that support is being defended. So the next one is going to be green. Watch. Yeah, here we go. But look at this green. There's not much, is it? So the bulls aren't home either.
Which
So
time frame for 5 minute
the 1
candles?
minute. No,
Oh,
the
one
one
minute.
minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you can see the pin doji is going to show up. The body shrunk and more of a wick forming on the bottom. That is the pin doji price. Next price is up. How much up? We don't know. We're still having sell pressure. So any candle that we toss is going to be pressured by bears, right? So it's going to create a candle wick on top. But this is not a good defense either, right? So they bought up the wick of the previous candle, and now we get a tiny ass little bull candle, but it's a tiny ass candle. So the bulls are not that convinced either. See?
Oh yeah, I see the M on the 1 minute.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
see an M clearly. Yeah,
But see
dang.
now, look at the last two candles. That's not now. We cannot defend heavily here because every time we toss in big volume here, the MACD still says sell pressure, even though sell pressure is taken off because we just printed the bulls just tossed a little bit in there. All right, so this is a careful a way to get out of the sell pressure, reducing sell pressure. Now, this is going to be sketch, right? Even you want to see if you're bumping into support. You want to see a reaction that gets bought up. You want to see a pump from there, a little bit of a pump. This is a lukewarm reaction. So the bulls, the majority of the bulls here are not convinced either. And so this is sideways until if there's no volume coming in for the bulls. Also, we're trading under the 20. Then unfortunately the next is going to be red. Here we go, red. But also not ton of bears here. But this support is not being defended in the proper way. So I would not buy here. I'm looking for more down.
Mm,
Because the bears are now watching the bulls. Like, are you guys going to buy? What are we going to do then? Or else I'm just going to short. All right?
right.
Am I going to long? And I'm going to short. So we need to see more. This is sketch. No buying
Confirmation.
here. Yeah, this is sketch. You should have sold that pump. Well, da 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 da. The cell candle, actually, the cell candle was for me the one at 17 minutes. So that doji on the downtrend, that reverse dragonfly or some sort of volatility doji would tell me that the next candle was going to go down because we're in a downtrend. And
Mm,
so to be sure we were not pumping anymore, sell here.
mm.
You didn't sell off the top, but you sold like fractions from the top,
Uh-huh.
and you made sure that this thing was not going to pump. For 90%, you made sure that you would get to sell here because any holding here would make the bag go down. Now, we didn't get, if we go to the doji on the 37 minutes here,
Uh-huh.
then you see that we bumped into resistance. We failed to break out of the range. And so we got sent down. And then some disagreement happened here. And then some bulls were still like, yeah, pump it, bro, pump it, bro. And the bears are like, bro, if you want to pump it, then fucking buy, right?
Mm,
And now we're going to retest that support because this was not a good support. So now we're going to go down, which is not a good reaction from support. There was no
right.
buying up, no extra candles tossed in here. And so we get sent down.
We needed support at like 78.5-ish, right? In that
The support
zone.
zone is 7 7. Yeah, on a minute. The support we're going breaking support right now. If we're breaking support, it means a candle is coming through the support, not a wick. So the support was 77.729 to 77. So from down to up, 77.783.5. See? That was a tiny bit of support here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I see it.
Yeah. But we're now in with a candle. And so we're going down
Mm-hmm.
because we just breached the support.
Right. I've been
Now,
watching that happen as it's dipped like
yeah,
another $200. It's
yes,
these. There's a trend of downward candles printing. Yeah.
yes, exactly. And so see how we retested? We retested it. We got wicks in there, but the bulls didn't want to defend this spot here. They didn't show up, they're not around, or they turn into bears. So here we go. Now we're testing it on the bottom end of the support. This can still trigger a little bit of an upsee. Somehow, sometimes bulls wake up here, but usually they don't, right?
Yeah.
So this is the continuation candle right here, and then the next one is equally down. And
It
then
feels.
the next
Uh-huh.
zone that I'm looking for to buy again or to see a response, because we're in a downtrend. I want to see the continuation.
Right.
Now it still tries to buy up
Oh yeah. The
to the
wick.
bottom of that support. Magic somehow can still happen here. This is a little bit of a doji that would indicate the next one to be green.
Yeah.
If the bulls are home, but not much hope. So it can, because it bought up higher than the body of the candle. See, so it still
Yeah.
can, but we're losing it now. Now we lost it.
Oh,
Uh,
there it goes. Yeah.
yeah. So bulls are not willing to buy this candle. They don't believe this either. So bulls, we're looking for bulls again at the next zone, which will be 77.429 to 77.501.8. That one is going to be resist or support again. And when we go there, we want to see action from the bulls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or we need to see it here at the bottom, right at the line of the last line of defense. And it's trying to buy up, see? It's trying. But tiny little ass candles, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, well,
So
we could
what
we could
was
see a little bit of green from here because the RSI's cooled down. So there's a oh, it's trying to print across, but
right?
see what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
this
here
is
we
because of the extended war with the indefinite war, right? Is this kind of
yeah,
what this
that's
is a
what they
result? This
say.
this new
That's what they
news,
say, Tick. But these
right?
scam candles, as I call them, so
Mm-hmm.
now we see something happening here. Sometimes this happens when the 77.5 to the bottom of that support is being bought up. There's but no, there was only tiny buy orders set
Yeah.
there for some particular reason. So yeah, see how I told you where the short that was at the 47 minute. When you see these crosses and they turn red, and they happen on top and we're going down, and so here's where you could short, and then you watch these 2 minute candles that were green, obviously tells me bulls are not home. If bulls are not home, bears are home, and they are definitely noticing. So now we're under support. Now, sometimes bulls here trying to fight back to regain the support, because the further we tend to drift off the support into the next support zone, the harder it's going to be to pump up again, right? So they're trying to defend here. The two bulls that are still alive are coming out here,
Hmm.
buying this little tiny ass wick, turning it into a pin doji with as a lower high. And so see, we can see some defense here. So the bulls really trying to defend here. It's just that they're. Even there might be bulls thinking, bro, I'm not buying here. I'm not helping you defend this zone. I'll buy it back lower
Right.
and see where I can not have so much risk. So that's basically when you go to the story of the candles like that, you see how it makes sense now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you relate it, put it in context of the bulls and the bears story, you can see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So they were waiting there with that candle, waiting for bulls to show up. And you're not home. Here we go, another
Yeah,
candle.
we've just watched it dip $350 from it was
Yeah,
at we started this conversation
yeah.
whatever it was 15 minutes ago and
Yeah.
we've just
Now
watched.
look,
Yeah.
is this word shorting for me? It's just tiny ass little points. But if you trade this with a big bag, then this is money. If you trade this with $5 and you can make 10, 20%. If you can make 10, it's not about the dollar amount. If you can make 10,
Uh-huh.
20, 40%, you can do that with your knowledge of the chart. You can do that and repeat that process. It doesn't matter. You can turn $5 into something. It doesn't matter
How
where you start,
how would I
right?
scalp profit then? Like would so I would sell my unrealized
No, you
return,
sell the whole bag.
just convert it to like for you you would convert it to
USDT.
USDT, yeah,
Yeah.
and then wait for it to dip and then move the USDT back in.
No, the USDT stays in your future wallet.
Oh.
And
It,
then you can
yeah.
access another trade with that. Yeah.
Oh, so as you take profit, you
You're
keep that
out the
USD.
trade.
You never take that
You
USDT and put
can
it back in.
yeah, you can set sometimes some limits on longer trades. I tend to do that to make sure I that what's called chasing the long or chasing the short.
Uh huh.
So you can tell it, you can basically have it sell into a pump or in short and get your profits there
Uh huh.
on the down, right? Securing those. But yeah, no, it's so here what's happening now is that the RSI is oversold. So now we're gonna
Oh,
get a little hopium pump to trap maybe some bulls here thinking that we're gonna go somewhere.
is that the death cross?
Unfortunately, no, we're gonna go up
Oh.
because we're in a downtrend. You see a cross like this,
Uh huh.
it means the next candle is gonna be up. Now, I don't think it's gonna be, no, it's gonna be tiny. See, because the bulls are not home. But now we pumped from oversold conditions. We touched a little bit to the up. That means we have more a more elastic rubber band for down.
Mm.
See, see how that works? That's how a fake out works. Because people who trade on the RSI will go like, "Oh, uppies." No. Also, anything under 20 points is for sure not uppies. That's danger zone. Anything above 80 points on that stochastic, good to go. Everyone is bullish and buying there. It's over bought for a reason, right?
Mm.
So more down. Bulls are like, yeah, there's not much bears because the MACD is the pressure is taken off. We're a low on the RSI, and so we're gonna go up. And they're gonna try and buy here a little bit of these tiny ass candles. But to be honest, the bears aren't home much either. It's just possibly when it's around certain times in the day you see this happen more, and that's because some are closing their day with trading.
Mm-hmm.
Some are starting in the rest of the world, right? And but sometimes there is a gap between those where there is like we're just floating like a butterfly. But where I know when we're floating like a butterfly and there is no volume, that's where sell pressure comes in.
Mm.
Because a lot of people who bought will sit there and be like, why no pumpy? This looks scary. I made a mistake. I'm gonna, sell again.
De-risk. Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Blockchainy, good to see you in our very busy, awesome space. We've been just looking at the Bitcoin chart and seeing how it moves. All right, so here we got a pin doji, and now bulls are waking up. They're like, yes, what happened? We need to pump, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna try and put a candle in there immediately facing resistance because we still have sell pressure, even though it's relieving. So even though this looks like something, I don't think this will event because we're bumping into straight resistance all the way to out of our range. In order for this to be confirmed, a buy candle, We need to see something over 7.807, and we need to see the stochastic RSI being pulled up above 80 points, or else not buying here. See how this works?
Uh-huh.
All right, so we might see some bull activity. So if we are bullish here, it could see massive candles showing up. We need to see the confirmation candle. So even though something pump, but bulls ain't home. See? So we're pumping all the way up the RSI to the 80 points with tiny ass little candles. That's bearish AF. It means just bulls are not home here either. More down into the next support zone that I already told you. I told you that we're going to see response there.
Mm-hmm.
So not here. So your short still valid. And we're not closing that short unless we see something else.
Right, because of the downtrend.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the minute chart, right? So boom, immediately into resistance. The wick is not greater than the other, even though the body is. So there's still this, they're waking up. But every time they come into the same resistance zone. And that's the resistance that we just lost, right? We just
Mm-hmm.
lost. We're trying to defend it.
This is a falling knife pattern or no?
Okay, so now we're looking a little bit more bullish. We're getting a tiny ass little wick and the body right under that resistance.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can toss them. If the bears aren't home, we can toss it in there, right? We could still do that. We're entering half of the range here, so but unless bulls wake up massively here with volume, they're not impressing anybody. And look, that wick, there's 23 seconds left on the candle. If you trade, you're looking at that stuff, right? So now 18 seconds left. You can see that more of the candle is being sold as the seconds go by. But nice effort. The bodies of the candle are still in uptrend though, so that's in favor of the bulls. If I would turn on the MACD would now signal some kind of green.
Mm.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Let me check with the MACD. Yeah, see? That's because at one point you learn. Now we see this cross showing up in a tiny little bit of uptrend. Is that a cross? Yes. Look how much the bulls are not home. This is ridiculous. But we're still in half of the, so anytime across can also indicate sideways. But sketchy as hell here, the next could be a red candle or another cross. So we're trying to creep up on the bears then. Yeah, I'm not, I don't know who they're trying to impress with these tiny candles. I see B is in the house too. Welcome to our big pump in space. Uh, we haven't been online, and if you do weekly spaces, they tend to be not busy at all, Tick.
Yeah.
It's like you're doing it. You need to do it every day, or you're just basically fucked. So, what did I say? We're turning red again. Back on the bears. Nobody's convinced by any of this. Getting rejected by that resistance, and so our best bet is to do a buy order for a long in that area that I just told you. If you're trading the minute chart, this is not financial advice or anything. And then wait for a confirmation candle. Hey B, how you doing? Whenever your mic's open.
Hi, sorry. Yeah, I was about to leave a comment and I'm driving, so I was like a
Oh,
little.
be safe first,
So,
always.
yeah, exactly. So I'm safe.
Good.
I have exciting news. I'm going to the Bitcoin conference next week in Vegas.
Yes.
What?
Nice.
Oh my gosh, I'm jealous.
Yeah, that's great. Oh my God, you're going there. Oh, I'm jelly. But I know that you're gonna have a great time there, and I want you to have a good experience and tons of fun, but also connecting with tons of people. because that's kind of what it's for.
Yeah, it's crazy because I Tick was in one of my spaces. I've been doing weekly Bitcoin spaces. This was our third one yesterday evening, and just because I wanted to know more about Bitcoin, how does it work? Like, what does mining really mean? What are the nodes? Like really like just getting into the history of like the cypherpunks, and so it's been a like really great series so far. Last night we got into like the sacred geometry, like the honeycomb pattern and how that relates to Bitcoin and blockchain, how it's kind of an organic pattern, even though it's digital.
Hmm.
So it's so funny because usually I'm swamped with work, and it just like work just opened up this week and next week to for me to think the possibility like maybe I could go, and then I was offered a press pass, all access to the
What?
conference. So I'm like, this is the universe saying I have to go. So I might be conducting some
Yes.
interviews. I'm
B,
so
everything
like
is
beside myself.
coded. This honeycomb, everything is coded. Everything is. It's so crazy when you start to get into crypto, how this is so much the matrix, showing us the matrix, holding it up in front of our face, and the silly things start happening when you're involved. I mean, look what happened to you. I had similar experiences, just coincidentally, seemingly, right? But and now I start to understand everything is just coded in this space. You cannot be in here and not experience that, and that's because of how Bitcoin is set up. And I'm very applauding you for trying to figure out Bitcoin and learn more about it. I've been trying to educate people for the longest time, but everybody finds it hella boring. And I understand this, right? I understand that talking about Bitcoin and all the technical stuff can bore the shit out of people because tons of people just coming to the space to just get rich quick. And but there is so much behind the scenes here that you got to know and build your conviction. I'm proud of you, B.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I really look up to you in this space, and definitely with Bitcoin, with your knowledge, and like when you're doing the technical analysis, like it's really you do it in such a way that's digestible, and every time I come in here, I learn. So I appreciate you
You're more than
and Tick, of
welcome.
course.
I've been trying to, bro. Hey, yo, Tatsu.
Oof.
She thinks shit's going on, but it's not going down today. Nothing but the charts. Uh, no, stop being annoying. You're not paying rent. All right, this is good. Hello, Tatsi. Wow, she's going nuts, man. Tatsu.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just somebody walking by doing some stuff with wood, and she's just like, "It's a crazy person. This is a psychopath in front of our door. He wants to break in and take our stuff." I only have crypto. It is down right now. Maybe some dust wallet. I can fancy them with some long lost, forgotten token called egg or blue, some stuff from 23. No, but I'm proud of you, B, for doing this, and I'm just
That's
trying to get
sick.
Tick to understand the candles and what they mean, what they represent, and the story that they tell. And if you can figure out the story that they tell, you can be a successful trader too. I average the last 3 days I've been marathon trading, and just because I needed to take my mind off stuff. And I'm on a 22 win streak. And yeah, sometimes I still lose a trade, especially if I'm tired, or if you're tired or you're not focused well, you tend to get emotionally reactive, and that's when you make mistakes. I've been trying to teach Tick how price moves, why it moves in the way, who's in charge, who's not in charge, what's going to happen on the next candle, and if you can figure that one out, you can make educated trades.
Mm,
But I'm proud of you, B, for going to the Bitcoin conference. Yes, you're gonna have
that's
tons
so
of
cool.
fun. and
Yeah.
keep us updated and posted. I also got Digit on stage with me. Digit, long time no talk. And welcome in my very busy stage.
Yeah, what's so busy about it?
Well, we are busy cooking,
There's a
right?
lot going on.
Yeah, there's totally a lot going on, not gonna lie. Bro, so I don't know if you guys seen about the whole like shit has been happening with that one token. I forgot like that fucking hold on, I got that for it.
Unk?
The cult the fucking cult token affiliate badges. I don't know if anyone has been like seen it all over on the timeline.
No, tell us about it.
So I don't know. I woke up today and okay, it seemed like a normal day, and then I saw this token called the cult token. It's like a cult basically.
Cope.
And apparently these motherfuckers were just adding anybody that they just like saw like that would like they were just I think they have like over 500 plus affiliates. I think no other affiliates cannot out like storm that, which is crazy. Fucking 500 is wild.
That is
But
wild.
no, everyone that has been getting all the free badges though.
All right. Oh, so that's. Oh my God, they're going nuts.
Yeah,
I will be.
if you go in the if you
Wait a
click on the
minute.
affiliate.
I did hear. I was in Cheese's space earlier. I think they mentioned it. They also mentioned the TGE from Mega Eat.
Yep.
Yeah, and so we have there's this hype one that you can and man, I'm going on there and get wrecked just for entertainment purposes. But you can buy an amount and you're not knowing which amount, but you're gonna leverage trade it with 1,000x, 500x like crazy degen trades. And it doesn't tell you on what token you're trading it on. It doesn't tell you if it's long or short. You're just putting in money and it makes a trade from you randomly. And so uh, you could put in $5, and then when you close it, right? So you can keep it open for however long you like until you get liquidated. And but you can close it, and then when you close it, that's where it be revealed what token you traded, and if you were long and if you were short. How crazy is that?
Super crazy.
That's I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, and so
Well,
this
actually, you know
ticker,
what?
it's
Now,
Cult, CULT, right?
yeah, it's just called
Cult.
CULT. Yeah, it's
Uh
nothing
huh. And
special.
hold on, what's the market cap sitting at though?
I have no idea. I haven't checked it out yet.
80.
Tick is immediately.
Oh,
What
hell
about
yeah.
that?
Absolutely. I'm like, where can I buy this?
You don't want to buy it, bro. Honestly, it is.
Don't.
They apparently at this point, I think they're just rugging it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's at 80K right now, 89K.
Damn. What was the all time high for that? Thank
Let me
God I
double
didn't.
check. It was just under 400.
I mean, it's
Well,
like
400K.
a what? A
not
4x,
bad, but come
like
on,
a
half a
10x
million.
probably.
You guys, when are the times gonna be back when shit ran to at least 3 mil, right? And
Yeah.
this when everybody now says, yeah, it ran to 600K, I'm just like, bro.
I mean, the only ticker that ran up, I think like the only like actually bull ticker that I know was like bull, because bull was almost at like what reached at 10 million.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was the only out of every token. Bull was the only one. I think bull might be like the strongest one out of every single
23
token.
was the perfect year. 20 we never had a season like March, April, May of 23, even into June. The tickets there, Pepe era, right? So
Yep.
we had Pepe, Popo, whatever we trade, but everything was in Ethereum, and everything would send to at least 2 or 3 milli. That was a good time.
Yeah, that's what
It
I
Now
was.
it's
was.
like,
I
I
was
ain't gonna
holding.
lie.
I was holding Shiba at the time, and it just
yeah.
kept pumping. Like for it was
I
like a
bought I
yeah,
bought Pepe too, like a derivative that
yeah.
ran to like 150 mil straight out of the gate in
Mm.
3 weeks time. Boom, boom, boom. Right, and that
No,
was H. We got Harry Potter, Obama, uh,
Sonic
Sonic
Inu.
Inu.
Mm.
Yeah, I got that one at 285K market cap.
Damn.
It's
You
crazy.
hit
What
like
a
a
rally that was.
10x on that.
10x.
Yeah.
There was a 600x.
Oh wow. Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's crazy. But yeah, Digit, let's talk more about what you went up to. Basically, a confirmed buy on a minute. That's a buy candle right there. If you're still looking at your screen tick, right?
Let's see. Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
on the Bitcoin.
yeah. I would buy here.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable buy, because then I
A
know
buy
the
setup.
FOMO's it's gonna kick in. I know that for sure.
Yeah. So on a 1 minute chart, you can do this and then wait till it's out of range again and then sell. But sideways, confirming there's a resistance. But that buy candle is already up in the air. And can it collapse? Yes, it can. Right, one out of the five of these setups will absolutely collapse,
Uh huh.
but four will not, and will be a successful trade. Anyway, we got a hand up here from Pikachu DeFi Alpha, 1000x on 9 different
Yo, bro.
chains.
Yo, good morning.
Good
Sorry, my
morning,
bad.
man.
How you guys doing?
Yeah, I doing
GM.
Good
good,
morning,
friend.
everybody. What the
Yeah,
tick are BTC? Let's go there. Weekly
yeah, man.
NFT.
Get some people in here. I mean, look, this space has been pumping from the get go. I don't know. Look, I'm not
Let's go
that.
there. Let's go there, lady.
Bro, I have normally more people in here. It's just that I haven't been busy on X, and I have beef with the algorithm. And so it's like, Wild's pulling up a space, let's suppress. My.
So
Yeah.
funny, lady.
Hmm. Yes. Any alpha you would like to share? Something 1000x, please.
He's a cultist, apparently.
Yeah, I'm a cultist. That's what I'm gonna
Oh my
share.
God.
I'm a cultist.
You got summoned by
Yeah, how did that
Digit?
happen? Digit was
Digit
just
summoned you.
talking
Let's
about
go,
that.
cultist.
So what's the alpha on the badge? So
It's a
anyone
cultist project on Solana.
The cultists are there on Solana. Where's the badge,
Yeah.
though?
Yeah, and I make good profit from that because I bought a 20K market cap with just point one,
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
and I say at 200K market cap, share my profits, then hold my money back.
yeah.
I'm fucking happy, happy, happy.
You made money, my friend. That's why you are happy, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ladies.
And now you're looking for ladies bumping cocaine out of
Yo,
their
Pikachu, I have
asses.
a question. Did you regret like accepting that invitation, or did you feel proud when you accepted it?
No, is that because I say on edge that I will not gonna use my money to buy a blue tick unless someone gives me, and that happened.
Everyone
My
said the same shit. It was like, I'm not accepting it. No, think about this. It's not about how the badge is. It's a free fucking badge. Why would people pay, $200 for one fucking badge every
Oh,
month? That's like,
a blue check mark, you
Yeah.
mean? You guys
No,
need a blue
it
check
was
mark.
yellow before. It was yellow.
yeah.
But
I mean, well, it was for a while and then it just disappeared.
we,
Right.
we, were- we were different. We were different from other people.
So, what did you get? Because a badge is something that I have next to my name. That's a badge.
If you pay for a badge, that means like you're basically paying someone else for something you're not gonna get as much in return. But one thing I don't like why
No, I'm
people,
actually working for Filter, so it's the company.
if
But
you're working, but hold on, the real question is, well, some affiliates are not paying others, so it's just the way how it is. I mean,
yeah.
I I haven't even paid any affiliate. The last affiliate badge I haven't paid, I don't remember any badges. I never paid any badges once. So people hate because it's a free premium plus, but they hate because people don't like it. How the fact that if a company like that is giving away free badges, bro, take a fucking advantage and use it, because you're not gonna get that badge once in a lifetime ever, and once you don't get it, well, you're basically paying like $40. So that's like what, $600 every year for a
Mm.
fucking premium plus badge that you're not gonna get any good engagement from.
Oh, Premium Plus. So,
Yeah.
what are we to talk about? A blue check mark, or are we talking about a badge? These are two different things.
Oh, did we? He must have got okay.
I'm confused.
I was confused too. My bad. I'm trying to fucking relap.
So if it's the blue check mark, I get that, right?
Yeah.
But the
If
badge
it,
is more
okay, I think
your
I think
company
he was trying to like
affiliate.
refer to like the badge itself, not the blue one, but the affiliates.
The affiliates, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
I
And
was
it,
I was just referring to like not paying for like an affiliate badge. That's all I was referring to.
oh yeah, no, I don't. This is part of the how do you say? You're part of the entourage.
Yeah,
So
that's what I say. But I'm my point proven, like I said, is like don't pay for affiliate badge. I mean,
oh no,
if there's a company out there that's gonna give away free badges, bro, take it. There's gonna
I've
be. I
been
know
I've
there's.
been nothing but badged up since the beginning of my
That is
account.
true. I have seen Wild with multiple different badges before.
Yes. Well, actually, there's two more in the waiting room. It's like, you ever get rid of your filter bag? Would you wear our badge? And I'm like,
Even like think about this. I could still get my my other one affiliate up. I don't even care because then honestly, then I can just start charging
I'm
people.
gonna I'm gonna try and get Nikita to allow us to have multiple badges so we can be extra stack bullishness.
Well, the only multiple badges is go get a gold. You buy a gold badge.
No, I just want a collection of badges. Just not forget the gold check mark. It doesn't give you an edge anyway. Sometimes I
I mean,
click.
you get money from the gold badge. You like your that's how do you think the all the ITIA members do all their shit? I
Yeah,
bet you
of
they're
course.
making a fucking chunk right now
Yeah,
off
yeah,
of
yeah,
just affiliates.
yeah. If I'm from ETR, yeah, I think it's art.
Oh yeah, love it. Such a good
Yeah,
collection.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, which are from guys that I know, and they never gave me the alpha, so I'm kind of a bit salty. But
I
I still appreciate
I
them.
was kind of like I don't know. I got fed up one day and I posted something into their fucking community, and then like 5 seconds later, I get like a notification saying, "You're banned from the I think it's art community." I'll be like, "Huh? What did I do now?" I'll be like, "Well, I guess my time." No, and then I went to go take I took a screenshot. I showed one of the members. They sent it in their chat. Be like, "Who the fuck kicked Digit out?" Like Digit's a cool guy. And then next thing you know, I got re-invited right back. I'd be like, "Huh, well, there goes
Yeah.
that day."
Well, well, look, I have been paying a lot more attention to my trading, and actually, because there's some real life sell pressure. And so I was like, yeah, if we want to go on vacation, I got to work harder. And I make the most money trading. So I just laid low on X. It doesn't pay off for me, other than the job I do for Filter. So for me, it's going to be trading and Filter, Bitcoin, and stacking my Bitcoins. And I really need to focus more on that. The last year, I've been kind of willy nilly with stuff, but I condensed my portfolio. No more shit tokens, no more, because it's a kind of a leak for me. Also, attention wise, X is just sucking up my attention, and I gotta watch the charts, especially if you're on the lower time frames. You cannot just keep your eye off these things. And so I've been just making enormous amounts of gains. So I'm happy with my portfolio again. And of course, you guys, Bitcoin 69 was the top, 69 was the bottom, as above, so below. The guys that were calling for 40, I don't know, the cycle would have to be ridiculously different for us to go there. I see Grow has joined this big Grow. Let's grow. The people I miss, Grow is one of them. People I miss on X. I am going to be back with daily spaces in the morning, though, in an hour that I have kind of a trading break.
Yeah,
But
I kind of missed the Wild Spaces. Let's be for real. Everybody, if you guys didn't know, Wild took an entire vacation for almost like a half of 6 months down the road, and she took like yeah, I was about to say. So, not gonna lie, you know, if you guys don't know who Wild is, she likes to take all these amazing vacations, thinking it's like her prime time, and then after that, boom. So That's wild for you, ladies and gentlemen.
I
If you
send the scam candle down. Boom.
guys,
No,
everyone, just
actually,
I'm stealing all your bags.
selling on you guys. No, I now I taken a little bit of a retracement medically, right? And so, but yeah, I was kind of like in a funk with it all because specialist told me basically that I cannot work out for 3 months. That I need to decrease stress levels. And not that my stress levels were very high, but the heart thing is not doing too good. It's all going to be okay. There's nothing like seriously wrong. But I do have to then go to the regimen of taking a longer break. And for somebody that has been training almost every day for the last 10 years, whether I deload schedule or full load schedule, it's something that is just programmed into me. And so it scares the shit out of me just to sit still. So I've been kind of in a funk. And when I'm in a funk, I'm not good in spaces either. So I spared you guys my tears and my grumpy moods. But yeah, no, successful trading is actually then giving me the dopamine that I usually get from workouts. So especially if I do them with 80x or 100x, I love to trade high leverage. Which right now I'm not trading. Charts are the tickers are still. Everybody's fucking scared because there was this big ass scam candle down, liquidated everybody this morning, and my morning, and then another one a couple of hours ago that sent it down too. And they relate that to news. Sometimes I just think that they massively trying to squeeze out. Because if you look on the perp charts of the tokens, it's always more dramatic there. And this is because they want to just squeeze out the longs. Sometimes the longs are just stacking up too high. People within their too high leverage chart cannot go up, right? They got to take that money or else they got to pay out a shit ton to everybody. So that's how. No!
Oh well, I guess
Again.
Wald's dog has to say something.
Yes, always. She's a little angel though. Sometimes, sometimes you're not. Stop, stop. Oh, look, dogs are going crazy right now. They're reacting to each other. Oh, stop.
Jesus.
Ain't nobody humping around here. You guys, you want to come on stage? We got Deanie here and I got folks. What's
Yeah,
up with you
folks.
guys? Tell me.
Folks has the cult badge too, dude. I feel
Oh,
left
Jesus
out. How the
Christ.
hell
Look,
did
where is
I?
the badge? I
How,
don't, why am I seeing no badge?
I'm
People
trying
are
to
not
get one.
following me, trying to stay on
Tick,
stage.
honestly, bro, all I
Oh.
did is I went to their page, replied under one time, and then five, not even less than 35 seconds, I get an invitation like, hey, when I get invited, I'll be like, sure,
Word. That's how we do it.
So like, let's get digit on
bro.
board.
Even though it is like a sketchy ass affiliates,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't like trust it, but it is
Bro, so
something.
you remember the eye? Remember when everybody had the eye? Wasn't that in like 23? Yeah, it was also 23 is a weird year for crypto. And you could get
Wait,
mass amount of followers when you had that eye, and then everybody's account got wrecked because X found out.
I think I have heard of that before because I know I've seen a lot of people like in that. That's
You know
crazy.
Drew Roberts? I used to do spaces with Easy and Drew Roberts.
Yeah, I
He had
know
three
who
hundred
Robert is.
thousand followers, and his account was wrecked because he had the eye.
No wonder why he got so much fucking engagement. Jesus.
Yeah, that's why. So people have been trying to rock rock the X thing multiple times, always leading to disaster. You guys.
Well, at least I mean for me, I've been on the set. Well, if you've been on the set more than like a year, you do get a pass because due to your engagement or due to your activity on the app itself, you get like a free extra pass. But I'm surprised. I'm not gonna say the word, but I'm surprised I haven't been knocked out yet on X. Which I'm referring to the S word. I'm not saying it, but
Yeah.
basically, well, don't say I swear to God.
Not
uh,
saying the S word.
basically, if you do get a free like uh get go pass. Basically, what I mean about that is like if you've been on here, X doesn't really bother you as much. But if you do like act like as a bot, then X can see it.
Oh, for real, for
Yeah.
real. And it's they're really honed in on that right now. So
Yeah.
you cannot just go, you cannot do like half a year ago. You cannot definitely not do what you did a year ago. You
Yeah.
got to keep it real. And sometimes some good advice, you guys, for your account to keep it healthy. Take a picture with your phone and upload it as a post. I don't care if it's your own face or you're just taking a, taking a picture of grass or flower. Sometimes you got to do that because it really values your ex is being valued and a little bit more. It keeps you from getting wrecked too, to show you're human more, right? Also, when I did spaces every day, you notice that you can do a lot more too, because you cannot host a space, be co-host or a speaker if you're a bot generally. So these are all signals in your the positivity score on X. So do remember sometimes just to take a picture with your phone. Now you can repeat the picture, and when you repeat a picture, just crop it just a tiny ass bit, and it will show as new, right? Because the metadata changes. So if you are on ChatGPT a lot or something, some other AI that X finds not bullish, because they don't have business liaisons with Elon, like ChatGPT doesn't. It's a direct competitor from Grok. So if you are ChatGPT images, always tell ChatGPT to remove metadata, and that will be your last prompt before you actually um, download the picture to upload on X. If you do not do that, and X knows this comes from ChatGPT, and the post will not do well. Always remove your metadata. If you remove metadata, X cannot detect where you made it. And so sometimes I forget when mine says made with AIs because OpenArt is in collab with Grok. And so bullish, right? But ChatGPT is so known for this. So if you do it with ChatGPT, just make sure you remove metadata. If you remove the metadata, it will also say not say made with AI under the post, even though you made it with AI. So just take that note, take that little advice from Wild here. So sometimes take a picture with your phone. I don't care. You see a chicken, take a picture, upload it, and say something funny, and anything will do, right? It's just if you do it regularly, then X will see that you're a human, and you get to do just as that a little bit more. But if you only post, if you just say GM all the time, just a GM, I mean, it's a crypto thing, and so but bots do that to you. You're being repetitive, and you get heavily deboosted. So just don't do this, right?
It's really no point doing GMs. I know
No.
I used to do a bunch of fucking GMs a lot. It was horrible. I kind of regretted not doing that, but sometimes when
Yeah.
you grow, you kind of learn the aspects of like what you're actually tweeting. So
Yeah.
it's so I mean if I was you, don't like type GM or GN or type like or don't type who's active or any of those like keyword filters that you see on the timeline. Do not make a post about it because one, it's just regards as spam post. So don't put
Yeah.
that in effect with that. Try to
Yeah.
be unique with your niche. I know that for a fact. You know,
Yeah.
I everyone has seen what I did, and they just cop it off of me.
Yeah, if you're catering to X, right? So X for me is I'm not looking for Elon shackles here. In fact, getting after the Elon shackles is just keeping me from trading. I make so much more money with trading than I could ever be on X. So X for me is not a money generator by any standard. If it was though, then I would definitely do what Digit is doing, right? So go in your niche, do your thingies. But the funny thing is, Digit, that I haven't been active for the last couple of weeks, like just minimal. And I maybe say something under 10 posts of usually other people from community or people that I am in touch with a lot. But even though I still get 150, 160 people whenever I just keep I still make a good morning post like X is used to from me certain time zones that I post them in, and I'm still bullish like that. So, it's I somehow still jive with the algorithm. Just not when I open a space, nobody's there, and that's because when I held daily spaces, tons of people in the space, and then when you don't, and then you go to weekly, the algorithm is kind of like, what are you doing? And then you kind of need to rewrite the algorithm and build that up again with momentum, doing it every week, which I'm going back to doing some daily spaces again soon. Next week, Monday. And that's going to be also for the Froge community. And now then and just pivot a little bit. Digit, I told you about Froge. This was a free mint, and right now sitting at as 0.045 Ethereum, and some of them already sold for 1 ETH, right? And so I don't know what you guys are doing. As soon as I start shilling, Digit's off the stage. I hope that B minted some. I never talk about projects a lot, nor do I align myself with projects that I'm not confident in. And I haven't been shilling anything serious for a long time, months. Um, Not that there's not any good stuff out there. It's just that, sometimes things need to prove themselves. But Froge is actually a team that I know, and they are also doxxed heavily. And so I know what they did before, and I like to align myself with people who are serious in the space and have a message and have a goal to do that. So that's why Froge. And if you own a Froge, then and so this is for the people who own a Froge. You can also join the Discord if you don't own a Froge. You can still be a part of the community because season 2 is starting, and it kind of favors the people who hold the NFTs, right? Because you get a multiplier. But if you don't, then you could still join the leaderboard. Now, I can tell you this much. Dutch, the founder, Mark, he is pretty generous. And so it's not about the points. The points will be converted into lottery tickets. So every 1,000 points that you earn on a leaderboard will be a lottery ticket for gigantic amount of prizes, not crypto related. And somebody suggested a Lambo in the other space, and Dutch has actually said, well, it's not far from. And so this is going to be a great rewards, monetary rewards for that leaderboard. So you won't be getting airdropped any token. You're getting tickets for to win pretty big prizes, right? And it's not to put sell pressure on the chart. So it's not like any other airdrop. So join season 2. Go to the Discord of Froge, you guys, and go ahead and you learn a ton too, because it's especially AI related, and there's tons of support there. And look at the filters that everybody has for the NFT that have been, going on the timeline. But beside that, you just learn a ton about prompting, how to use all that. For the NFT holders, there's actually going to be a section for you to prompt a few for your NFT with your NFT already trained in there. And this is going to be for our holders. So that's going to be a ton of fun. So you don't need to go to ChatGPT or OpenAI to build a character there. It's already built for everybody, for every NFT. And you can go into the Discord, go to that AI, and have your character be 3D in every setting that you like. So that's another component to it outside of the AR filter that will actually be you when you're live streaming or when you're taking pictures. And so that's a ton of fun there, and that's just the tip of the iceberg here, because there's going to be a DNA 69 milligram pill for you to take that will do something as well for your NFT. So go ahead and to OpenSea, look at the floor if you want to pick one up. But if you're not, even if you're down on money, then sure, go into Discord, because season 2 is enjoyed by all and any. And so just head in there if you're feeling lucky. For the NFT holders, you guys have the AR filter, but you also have a 3D filter. And this is going to be for game shows. So there is a collab right now in the making. We're just finishing it off. and it's with the casino. And the casino will give $1,000 for us to play with, and any profit that we make on a blackjack table, we get to keep for ourselves. So the prize pot will be provided by the casino, and we can sit in the room being completely anon, just wearing our we can talk through our 3D version of our NFT, right? So just the head, we can smile, we can laugh, we can talk, and we can gamble together at the casino and keeping the profits, which we don't have to pay for, right? It's all gifted. And so yeah, if you want to find out more about that, also in the Discord, you guys. So that's a ton of fun coming. There's also going to be a collab with OpenSea. If you don't know, Dutch has tons of connections, and they're also because of Basie. This is kind of what NFTs are doing for you guys, right? It's sometimes a key to enter a room, and then the alpha there is gonna to give you the brilliant idea, the support that you need, the answers. How are people making gigantic amount of money in this space, right? And sometimes you need to have a key to enter the room, and that's sometimes the community that the NFT belongs to. You see that with the Dojo dogs when it comes to managing your account on X and your social media. They teach their community that. And so holding an NFT from Dojo dogs will then get you that alpha, get entered into that room. And proximity and access is what it's all about. It's not really the money, right? The money is there to provide you the access to the next best thing that can level you up financially. That's why I'm so proud of B going to the Bitcoin conference, because that is going to level you up, right? And you are entering a different room. And there you will find connections and network. And that is the most important thing. The saying net worth, network, net worth, this is true. It's game theory, right? It's game theory. If you want to be rich, go get yourself a rich friend. You cannot be rich with broke people around you. This is not going to happen. You got to be in the environment where that's built already, and then make friends with these people. And that's then your network, which will then support you as well. And so having Dutch, the founder there, as the head, the leader of the network, which the guy is brilliantly connected himself. And so intermingle and level yourself up just with that AI. So maybe your that NFT will not pump to 1 or 2 Ethereum, which it will, by the way, but it may not happen so in a month. But in that month, you might learn to make great videos with AI. Start a channel on TikTok or some other platform, YouTube, and get monetized and do stuff over there. I actually teach young girls to do this. One has an anime channel, and one, and we started in December. They got monetized within 5 weeks. One makes music, the other one makes music videos, and the other one makes anime videos with a storyline and a character. Just 10-minute videos. They spent half an hour a day before or after school making these. Right now, the one with the anime is doing the best. It rakes in about $2,200 every month. These are kids that are 14, 15 years old. They do this outside of school, right? They learn how to do this from me. But all the alpha, let's say in the Discord, Frode, some great video builders in there that even teach me how to do new stuff too. And so your NFT might not pump to Valhalla within a month, but you being connected with that community will teach you other ways that inspire you to do other things that can lead to another source of income. Because multiple streams of passive income, and that is really where the alpha is at. If I've learned anything, less work is better. Sleeping rich is where I want to be at, and I know B agrees with me wholeheartedly. Especially the females, we need naps, we need snacks, we need breaks because we are emotionally volatile already. We don't need more. We need less and peace and quiet so we don't get wrinkles and we can stay forever young. Yes. And we need perfume and we need, stuff to make us feel beautiful and silks and fabrics and that kind of stuff. Yeah. See, all the ladies are yes, because I know this grind hustle that they're trying to freaking get you into, this is not good for the females. This is not good. It's hurting you. It's hurting you, right? So the guys, they're all about it. They're like, yeah, yeah, my stick is longer than yours, and mine is bigger than yours. And look, right? And they're just looking and feeding off of each other. That competition. The females are just, bro, this is tiring me out. One day of that is not giving me energy. It's decreasing my energy. I don't get energy from that. I get exhausted.
Mm.
Females get exhausted from being in competition like that. Bar some females that are really gung ho, you do you, but most females are not made for any of this. And they're like, yeah, grind mode on. And I'm like, bro, I'm almost crying here. Another day of the grind. I just want to lay here and make money. Right? And it's the easy way, you guys. And you can make easy money. You can make easy money. If you build something and it pays you forever and ever, and you build something else for a short while and it pays forever and ever, what's the grind? Where's the grind really? It's fun to make these things. And they just keep paying you from all sorts of directions, even when you sleep. That's the best way. Yes, Tick. You learned. I know you're male, but I know you have a girlfriend.
Mm.
All right, that grind hustle is manufactured for you to keep grinding, thinking you're going to get somewhere. And this is where I disagree with people with the grind hustle on X. You know how much you need to do to get paid even $200 every couple of weeks, let alone $800 every couple of weeks?
A lot.
It's almost like a 24/7 job. It takes months to build up into the algorithm and you get somewhere. Now, it used to be a lot easier and a lot more payable, but right now it's just not. And for you to be spending all your time for that is for me a insult to the God who put me here.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I put you here with so much effort and you're gonna hustle for $200 every couple of weeks. I don't care if you're in a country where that's actually a little bit of substantial. With that time that you put in, you could be making 100 times more than that, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
locking in something for real. So it's an insult to life creation to have you, but everybody is drawn to the same thing. Get monetized, get the hustle, hustle, hustle. And it's like, I don't want it makes me cry. No more hustle. I only hustle. Ladies only should hustle for yourself. Go to the gym. Go feel good about yourself. Do your nails, do your hair. Keep yourself up. That's all the hustle that you should be able to do. Anything that makes you happy. If it ain't make you happy, do not hustle. It makes you sad and you'll age real quick. You're gonna look old and feel old. But hey, Tick. I know we didn't get to talk to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But we're here again for you guys next week, so on the live streams. Next week, I also restart Wake Up with Wild, where we do some talking around some mindset things, and then afterwards some discussion about whatever, or just and I can answer some questions for maybe I can help you in some way. And so Wake Up with Wild, elevate the mind, elevate the soul, elevate the body, right? And we're going to do that every morning. It's going to be a little bit Froge community related, and we're going to do it in conjunction with Hyperflow. So I'm actually on their list for spaces, and Hyperflow is a how do you say, space schedule from different NFT communities that intermingle. So we show up in each other's spaces, which is quite fun. Again, that networking, right? And so different spaces about different topics, and that's a great way to go about it. So we're on there. It's going to be 6 a.m. my time. So that's going to be 12 Eastern, and Jesus, 3 hours before that for Western. Yes, West Coast. Yeah. Yeah, I got that right. And I think an hour difference with the UK. And I think I got them all bar China. Okay, you guys, but Tick,
Yes.
let's play the song I made with AI.
Oh hell
Look,
yeah.
you guys, I just discovered a channel on YouTube that is creating banger hits. There's sometimes now even used for TikTok videos, and it's all created with AI. If
Wow.
you feel create, yes. Yes, millions of views. And a million views on YouTube is like $10,000. I've hit on X 9 million,
Yeah,
15 million. The biggest one, 19 million views. You know how much I got paid that month? Or that cycle of 2 weeks?
couple $100.
Couple of $100.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, what do we do?
juice ain't
So
worth the
let me
squeeze. Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say, right? That's the hustle. And you make something creative, you build a channel on YouTube, and YouTube has a different algorithm. If you are consistent over there in a niche, you get plenty of rewards. And yeah, if you guys want some alpha on the algorithm on YouTube, then we'll address it in a Wake Up with Wild space. But it's so much better because it just pays so much better. Actually, X was making a post about how they're gonna pull up the prices because there was such a difference. How they're gonna pull up at YouTube, and I was like, okay, then I'll start making viral content again, right? So I made the viral content, which on X takes tons of stuff, right, and components to it. And then $200 later, I was like, bro, are you kidding me? Trying to pull up with YouTube? That's too much hustle. I'm not going to do it. This is, again, getting me tired for nothing, right?
Mm.
So I made this song just to try out a song on my own. Now, Suno is giving you free credits to try to prompt a few things. Yeah.
Mm.
And I think a subscription prescription bro. Subscription is like $16 or something like that. But with these $16, you can create tons,
Yeah.
tons. And so you can do a music channel. You can meditation, sleep hypnosis, history. Ask ChatGPT to give you the history on something around the topic. Open yourself an AI history channel. There's actually a channel that renovates houses. Yeah, completely AI. So they do
Wow.
fantasy dilapidated houses, and then they fix it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have pictures of guys painting walls and cleaning up and then doing the whole thing.
What?
Millions of views. It's crazy,
That's
right? And
yeah,
people
that's
are,
nuts.
yeah. Other people are like, yeah, I slept. Bro, you cannot beat millions of views.
True.
People love to see shit on repeat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
People love to watch carpets being cleaned. Have you seen these videos? Millions.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna bow out with this song, you guys.
Clean, no reply.
There we go. It's my banger hit. Feeling clean, no reply.
Yeah. Just wanna beat when I step inside. Lights too low, but the change to shine. Talk too cheap, I'll spend no time. Built this lane, now they all in line. Calm on the face with the firelight. Cold on the move, got the heat inside. Kick too hard, make the whole room slide. One more night, let the bass decide. Yeah. Walking slow, let the room get still. No fake love, I can read that feel. Every move got a shark, cause still too locked in. I don't chase no thrill. City glow when the wheels roll by. Dark tent low when the stars outside. Still ahead when they wonder why. I stay solid, never switch my side. Either way, make the chest not shake. Stand too clean, let the airway break. Whole squad up in the floor, wait. They all watch every move I make. Yeah. Crisp on the beat when I step inside. Lights too low, but the chains still shine. Talk too cheap, I'll spend no time. Built this lane that they all in line. Call me face with the firelight. Cold on the move, got the heat inside. Kick too hard, make the home slide. One more night, let the bass decide. No delays when I call the shot. Stay low key, now hold that spot. Too much work, I don't talk a lot. Made it count with the hand I got. Every drum, got a clean snare. Every ball, make 'em run the back. Night too loud when we in the map. Whole place move when the bass attack. Never forced, I just let it land. Look through pain, I understand. When it's real, you don't need no plan. They feel pressure when I raise my hand. Blue light glow in the dark back room. Heartbeat locked to the baseline, boom. No fear here, let the whole thing move. When the drop hit hard, watch the flow consume. Mm, 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 mm. Crisp on the beat when I step inside. Lights too low, but the jeans still shine. Talk too cheap, I'm spending no time. Built this lane, now they all in line. Call
made, you guys. Made this in 5 minutes. You open a YouTube channel, you do your lane of music with lyrics that you want, right? People, there's 7 billion people here on earth. Tons of them are using YouTube. You are gonna find your people. And then you just need a few. If you're consistent with it over time, you post a song every day, right? Make an AI music video with it. That can be just a static screen as well. You don't need much. You just need to be consistent and do it. What's the work? 5 minutes on Suno. Inspiration, 5 minutes on Suno. Then ask ChatGPT to make you a workflow for you to do every day. So it will tell you every day, do this. Tell also Suno that you like topics around lyrics. I want love, I want making money, I want millionaire vibes, right? It just tells you the lyrics every day together with the prompt for Suno. You take that, you copy it, you put it into Suno, costs you $16 a month, make a paying channel on YouTube. How is this not? This is almost sleeping rich.
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT tells me what to do, it takes me 5 minutes to doing. I do this every day. That's crazy. The kickback of building a YouTube account that a year from now pays me 3-4 grand a month. Bro, save the hustle for another day and take a nap after you prompt and uploaded it to YouTube.
Right. There you go.
All right, you guys. I see you next week for What's a Ticker?
Let's go.
And then we got What a Time to Be Alive.
Yes, yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you for pulling up, you guys. Y'all stay bullish. We'll see you next time.